Welcome back, friends. And if it's your first time sitting with us, I'm mighty glad to have you. Pull up a chair, pour yourself something warm, and settle in. Mary awoke like any other morning. She put water in the kettle to boil and started her morning chores, but something felt very uneasy. In her spirit, she couldn't shake it. Her thoughts drifted towards Thomas as their daughter cried from the crib. She began to think of how they first met. Mary and Thomas had fallen in love young. He was a farmer boy, raised to rise with the sun, tend the fields, and split wood enough to keep a cabin warm through the harshest winter. Strong, steady, and quiet. The kind of man whose presence filled a room without a word. Mary, she was the light in his world. Her laughter carried like a songbird's call, her eyes as bright as the morning sun on the ridges. Together, they dreamed of a life in those mountains, a home, a farm, and children to fill it with love. They wed young, and soon their first child was stirring beneath Mary's heart. Life was simple, and it was sweet. But the world beyond the mountains was stirring too. And Thomas was called to war. On the night before he left, they sat beneath the stars. Thomas rested his hand on Mary's belly. "Don't you worry," he whispered. "I'll be back. I'll hold our baby in my arms. That's a promise." At first, letters came, smudged with dust, smelling faintly of campfire smoke, words of longing, hope, and love. Then the letters stopped. Days stretched into months. The silence grew heavy, like snow piling on a rooftop, threatening to break it down. Nearly a year later, the sound of wagon wheels broke the stillness of the mountain road. An officer stepped down, his uniform worn with dust. In his hands, a set of dog tags and a folded letter. He pressed them into Mary's hands. At last, with trembling hands, she unfolded the letter. She fell to her knees with a blood-curdling cry that echoed through the mountains, a sound so raw it made the trees seem to shiver. Her voice cracked through the holler, carried by the night air. "Mary, my love, if you're reading this, I didn't make it, and I'm so sorry. My love for you and our child will never fade. Even in death, I will be watching, always." Her tears stained the paper, but deep down, she already knew. She had felt him near, in her dreams, in the whispering trees, in the silence of the mountains. That night, as her baby slept in the little wooden crib Thomas had built with his own 2 hands, she felt it. The air shifted, cold but gentle. The fire dimmed, and the room seemed to hush. Slowly, Mary lifted her eyes. A tall, familiar figure stood by the crib, bathed in a faint glow. It was Thomas. His spirit leaned over the baby, gazing down with eyes full of love. "Thomas?" Mary whispered, voice trembling. He turned, and for the briefest, most beautiful moment, he smiled, the same smile that had once won her heart under the Appalachian moon. And then, just as softly as he came, he was gone. But Mary knew he had kept his promise. He would always be near,